Yeah. I know a lot of people who need to go to jail to make the jail an easier place. The dog over here running loose. I'm finna hit him with that old black people special in a second. I want to know them come this way. That's when you stop, you make eye contact, take your ass home. They go home every time. Every time. Never fails. Never mind. He running back home now. Yeah. Y'all, whoever owned the dog finna come out mad. This dog got a shirt on. Yeah. I know they don't play about this dog. But yeah, man. To make the world a better place, we need to lock up some of these females. We already locking up the males. We already sending the males to jail. We already lock y'all up. As a male, I know for a fact that we know that we have a high chance of going to jail. Are you coming over here? Watch this. Watch this. You gotta hit him with the old take your ass home. Out here running around like you crazy. Take your ass home. Go home. Instantly hit that 360, huh? I'm gone. Yeah, take your ass home. And I know you got a Blake family, cause I can tell by the way your haircut. Fuck you got a fade for. This dog got a fade. Name probably Rodarius or something. Or Jacoby. I thought he'd take his ass home and be sitting on the porch. Hey, nah, for real. Hey, if y'all ever wondered, a lot of people dogs don't listen to go home, this and that. Sometimes you gotta look at the dog. I can tell by the way he dressed. He has a black family. He's on that porch right now. Yes. Just sitting there. Like, damn, he has told me to go home. He instantly turned around. Oh, me? Me? Yeah. But now look, y'all. When I say a lot of these females need to start going to jail, a lot of these females break the law. Y'all men don't call the police on them. Yeah. A lot of females be breaking the law. Look. So this is a good example. So you messing with a girl, you talking to a girl, you sending her money or this, or even you one of them people who send girls rent money. And you be like, I need help on my rent, I need help on these bills, or even her. Even if you send a woman some her money, get her nails done and all that, if she lies, that is breaking the law. If she over here saying I need 200 and she giving the next dude $100, then using 100 on herself, y'all know that's breaking the law, right? Or you didn't know that? Or you didn't know that if you find out that a female been stealing from you, no matter what situation it is, lock up. If you don't call the police on her, because me personally, a lot of males I know in life are hundreds of thousands of dollars down from females. If they at least 28, like 28 or above, y'all have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just conforming to female. And when men sit down and think like, damn, you right, I would have just bought me one TV, a bed on the floor, decided if I ever wanted to get a whole bed set, I wouldn't even bought most of this stuff in the house. Like, I don't even think, that's why men are so successful, because we will literally save every single dollar on, we don't care about this vanity set. We don't care about this mirror. We don't. We just don't. If we got one mirror in the house, you know that's enough mirrors. One mirror. I don't need 10. I'm sorry. I don't need all this unnecessary dope. I don't need all the stuff that you want. Yeah, as a man, I don't need everything that you want because I already got everything I need. I want somewhere to watch TV or play a game, be on my computer, right? That can all be the same area. You can watch TV and play the game and do all this in the same area. Work from home, do all this in the same area. You can do all this in one room. All I want is a bed. Preferably anything full size and full size queen. I don't really care for king size beds. I don't care for king size beds. Only reason men usually get king size bed is either you're a giant, which is understandable, or the female on it. I'm like, bro, you 6 foot. Why do you don't need a king size bed? I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to tell you, it's just an unnecessary investment. And the bed be hella. The bigger the bed, the more I learned that them beds be hella uncomfortable. The best bed I ever had was a full size. I sleep on a queen size, but still, the best bed I ever had was a full size, and that's a fact. The full, like I done bought two of the same beds, one in full size, one in queen size. The queen size always felt worse than a full size after a year. For up to 1 year, yeah, the queen size and the full size same, but after that year, no. It's like the material used in the full size is better, or because it's more compact. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, every single man, if you find out a female been lying to you and you want to press the issue, lock them up. Go call the police. Yep. Cause at this age and generation, females don't want to be females, but they want to get female treatment. Yeah, a lot of females don't want to be females, but want to get female treatment. Yeah, like as a man, I would never sit right here. Look, as a man, I would never in my life sit right here and fight for 40, 50-hour work weeks. I feel like that's still too long. As a man, I'd be like, man, this world messed up. Like, I don't know, man. It's like everybody just want to be a man nowadays, and then they trying to dilute what a man is. They trying to dilute what a man is. Like, what? Straight try to dilute what the fuck a man is. I'm like, and the difference between males and females is this. No matter how much men don't like each other, no matter how much men don't like each other, if you put them around each other long enough, they might be the best friends of all time. They not gonna sit in the corner just holding their arms and pounding. They gonna make ignorant comments to each other to the point where they respect each other. Like when y'all start looking at that, like that's why I be like, most friends I got, we either had to fight or we came from a big disagreement. And we respected each other enough to be friends because you weren't scared to say what you wanted, I wasn't scared to say what I wanted, and we real life was we either did fight behind this or we was about to fight before a lot of people, and it wasn't the people had to hold us back. It wasn't no one person holding me back. It's you gotta have a crowd to stop us. And that give you respect. Cause you know that damn well we got our hands on each other, it would have been that. So I'm gonna respect you. Yeah. Yeah, I'll never respect nobody unless they punch me. Yeah, you gotta punch me in my face for me to respect you. I don't care if I destroy you. It look, just like when we had the bar fight. That security guard punched me. I respect him more for actually even attempting to do something that stupid. That dumb. I know he thought he got punched by Iron Man that day. There it is. But yeah, y'all, people, man, I don't know. I feel like, man, we finna have to start locking them up. Lock them up. Lock them up. My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire. That's the only thing I hate. Fucking, yeah. Her be just trapping heat in it. And it feel good, like, well, not at first, I ain't gonna lie, it look cold at first. But yeah, man, we gotta start locking everybody up, man. I wanna lock the police up too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I would have known that I can get this many views on YouTube, do y'all know how many crazy videos? Like, bro, if I would have known I can get this many views on YouTube from just posting police encounters and all that, bro, I would have been viral. I would have made so much fucking money, man. It's sad to say. I would have lost so much money too, getting so many people out of that shit. But it would have been worth it for me. Yeah. If I would known you can go viral off police videos and all these crazy, real, like everyday videos, and I didn't know I knew how to make them go viral. I didn't understand that I knew the art of it. But yeah, man, I used to get pulled over every day. First, what you want? What you want? Uh, I pulled you over for tag. Like, bro, why? Did you really just say and then look left and right? Do I look? Quit playing with me. Dead ass. Like, I don't think I understand some of the police encounters I had was probably some of the funniest ones that were never recorded. Cause they body cams weren't on. I had to tell him turn his body cam on that day too. I'm like, bro, your body cam ain't even on. He like, it is on. He hit the button, and I'm just now seeing that it's starting to turn on. I'm like, it didn't have no red. It wasn't no red. It was like a little small. I don't know if it's red, light, but it was like a little small light that came on after you hit that motherfucker. Then I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. Then I'm like, we finna wait like 30 seconds because I know the motherfucker don't pick up no audio. Yeah, man. I'll tell everybody this every day. Crooked police exist. And like it's crooked police and police who target just people like this, like this. So say you man, nah, in Georgia they target farmers. I ain't gonna lie. To me, that's what for me going to Georgia so much, it seemed like GSP target farmers more than anything. I'd seen more chicken coops and like old rusty pickup trucks pulled over in Georgia more than fucking any other cars. Yes, and I'm talking about from morning until look. Only time you see normal cars pulled over in Georgia is around like 10 o'clock. That's it, 10 o'clock. But no, I rarely see normal cars getting pulled over. It's not that they scared. That's just what they do. I'm glad my dog ain't out here. Uh-oh, here come Mr. Retro. I'm who they can't wait to see. Active in the streets when shit go down, they quick to say it's me. Waiting on my response, but all I got to say is keep it G. Ain't no sense of speaking on the dead, but may he rest in peace. Can't change what they feel like. Grab a Drake, I don't feel right. Customizing gloss like Call of Duty. What your kill like? Niggas having secret smoke they don't want to bring to the light. They putting the people in the bin. We chopped at the same night. Bro, y'all wanna know something? I don't like hip hop music. I mean, I like some music, but I don't like hip hop music for the reasons y'all think. Like I listen to some music and be like, oh, this is a good song, good this and that. But I feel like this. If you are a rapper, if you make rap music and you don't invest almost all your money into something, hey, I don't know what to tell you. If I see you a rapper, you out here buying cars and chains on a daily basis, you can't even afford that. I don't even think y'all understand what I mean or what people mean when they say they can't afford that. So say, like, okay, so before I started doing all this social media stuff, I didn't understand how you got paid from it. I didn't understand where the pay was going from. I didn't understand who owns this. I didn't understand none of that. I used to try to, you try to put up a song and say, Universal Music Group has blocked the song and all this, right? I started realizing, I'm like, wait, so you telling me not only y'all only getting paid from that deal y'all signed, just like NBA Youngboy when he signed that $30 million deal, and then he dropped all them songs. I'm talking about he dropped All In. He dropped All In. I think it was All In Outside today. And it was a couple more big ones, back to back. And I'm looking like, where the money at? Where the money at? Yeah, that's when I realized I can never look up to no rapper in life. Yeah. Cause every 99.9% of rappers rap about want to get $100 million. And y'all spend all this money on chains and cars and all this. If you would have invested that little 5-10 million that you just spent on these cars and all that, you would have had it already. Oh yeah, that's why I don't care for rappers. Yeah, that's why I don't care for rappers. They don't even get paid enough to perform the way they do. And then I start looking at it. I'm like, rappers think they athletes. Yeah, a rapper think he an athlete. Yeah, they think they playing the NBA or the NFL and stuff like that. The MLB. They think they play soccer. You don't make that much money. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Dude, I was just saying this the other day. Drake been rapping for how long? Drake done made all these hits, right? He been rapping since like 06. He done made all these hits for the last, we say Drake been relevant. I ain't gonna say too much relevant now, but he was relevant for a good majority of the time. We can say he's still on the run. We can say Drake can still drop music. His network is $400 million. Jaylen Brown on the Celtics just dropped. He just signed a 5-year contract for 304. $20 years. Look, so you telling me it took Drake probably 16 years to make 300 million, 17 years to make 300 million, right? 16, we're gonna say 16 years to make 300 million. And he getting it in 5? Like, do y'all not understand this? Do you not understand what a baseball player gets paid? Do you not know one of the baseball player getting like a $700 million deal? We're like, yeah, what's the highest baseball? 765 million. 15 years, $765 million. For 15 years. $765 million. And they said the one before that was 700 million for 10 years. These rappers think they live like these athletes, and that's the problem right there. And that's when I start looking at it. I'm like, because you always hear rap is the lowest form of entertainment. Why? Why y'all say that? Why y'all say that? Oh, because when you start posting rap music and all this, and you start looking at how much you get paid per song, oh, that's why y'all the lowest form of entertainment. Oh, it makes a big difference when Taylor Swift making $4 to $5 extra more dollars per 1,000 views than you. Every 1,000 views she gets, she making $4 to $5 more dollars than you. Probably sometimes more. Probably sometimes 8 more than you per 1,000 views. So you do the math. You do the math when you got billions and billions and billions upon views and how much money you missing out on because the category that you rank in don't pay you more. But everybody and their mama want to be a rapper and look up to rappers. They don't even they get paid more than you because you go to work all day. Because you refuse to sit right here and do stuff off after you get off work. You remember when you got off work and you went and laid down because you said you was tired? And then you got up and got ready for work again and you kept doing it over and over and over, but you still keep saying you got goals that you want to achieve. That's why. Yeah, that's why. They ain't no, look, it ain't nothing that they doing that you can't do. It's just you laid down after work. I had to realize that was my problem was too. I used to feel like just because I went to work, I used to feel like, oh man, I worked 16, 17 hours today. That's enough. No, it ain't. Because I ain't work for myself. Boy, if you don't get in that room and start streaming, I don't care if you look, y'all don't understand. I used to be on my feet for 18 hours a day and still go stream for 2 hours, go to sleep for 4, get right back up, go back to work, do it again next day. What's up, Gabe? Man, you already know work is man, look. It's slave mentally, physically, because a job can physically mess up your health. Going to a job can physically make your health decline. Like, y'all don't understand that. You can't. I'll be in this motherfucker. Look, I used to go to work every day just mad. Just mad. And it wasn't because I knew that it was a scam. You telling me I'm finna do all this work for this little bit amount of money? Every load that go out, the boss, they making 20, 30,000. You finna try to pay me $16 to $20? And then you want me to get out so many loads in an hour? All right, man, look, I tell everybody, if you working part-time is the best thing ever. Working part-time is the best thing ever. I can't work full-time no more. I would literally blow my brain. Like, I wouldn't, my brain would just melt inside my damn head and just blow out my ears or something. Like, I wouldn't even know how to fathom working all day no more. I can't do that shit. First off, you got, oh yeah, when you learn to live without all the wants, then you good. And that's what I was just telling people. I'm like, do you know how many men in this world can live off 30 hours a week? It be the females that you mess with. And I'm trying to tell every male this. It be the females that you mess with. You didn't sit right here and say, like you ain't ever sit right here and say you wanted this dress or you wanted this, you wanted that. No. Usually a lot of males in this world getting enslaved because of female. Like females, basically females. I ain't gonna even say females and children. It's females. Because whenever a man has children, the first thing he thinks, oh, I need to get more money. I need to get a better job. I need to be able to take care of this and that. They're like, I don't know, man. I can really go on about this. But no. Yeah, like, just think about it. A lot of abusive husbands and all that shit, look at their work schedules. You don't think that's starting to play a factor into their mental? You don't think that play a factor to all these mentally, like these husbands, and it be like something wrong with them every day. And look, the wife love them when they not going to work, because if y'all understand, a lot of these men don't usually get mad at their wife until they go to work. It's when he get home from work. You said 3 divorces? Oh, you a goat. Oh, you the goat. Hold on, I gotta tilt my hat to that one. Hold on, like 3? Oh, there's a definition of you're not playing with me. You're not playing with me. Oh, and this another thing. I don't put up a BS. Hey, that's a real one. And this another thing. Cause women like to lie. Yeah, women like to lie. Yep. So if you ever catch a female, every male in the world that dealt with a lying female. And if you didn't think you dealt with one, all you gotta do is just go back and talk to the old females you talked to, and then you gonna figure it out who the lying was or not. Yeah, you gonna figure it out quick. But every male that dealt with lying females. I didn't know this. I didn't know that if she was like, okay, I need to get my hair done, or I need to do this and do that. If you can prove that she lying in any way, you can file a police report on her. I never knew that. I never knew. That's why men don't give women cash. You do everything electronic. So you gotta be on. Oh yeah, that's how I tell any female. If you ain't on my level, I can't even talk to you. Cause all they trying to be cute and just be around, that don't work for me. That don't work for me at all. You think you finna just try to sit around me and let me look good and just sit here and be an NPC? You think you finna be around me and lay next to me every day and you're an NPC? Watch this. Watch this. But yeah, man, it's a lot of men getting tricked by these females, and it's hurting my feelings to see this shit. Because now look, at first I was young, it was funny. In a way, it was funny, cause I'm like, bro, why is y'all letting these females do y'all this dirty? Then I get older, and then I'm like, hold on. Shit, these older females know how to lie. Hold on. Now I'm starting to see how it happened. I'm getting mad now. I'm getting mad. Like, bro, man, that's what I'm telling everybody. If y'all don't start calling police on these females and locking them up. Stop playing. Lock them up. For real. Oh, just lying. Man, look. Lying, certain, if a female lie about money in a relationship with you, you can get her for that. You can't get her for all the deceiving, all the cheating, and all that. But the lying about the money, or if she over here saying that she need money for this, and you find out she giving it to the next person, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I just want to know, who do I call to file a complaint? I'm calling. There's gonna be me talking to the police non-emergency hotline right there. Just want to know who I call to file a complaint. It's about a thief. It's about a thief. Like, say you helping a woman pay her bills, right? Say you helping a woman pay her bills, and she say, "Oh, my bills cost $700," and then you find out her bill's only $500. Lock her up. You better lock her up. Lock her up. Call the police. Lock her up. And then that's why I said, y'all, look, a lot of men don't know this. If you over here talking to a female and you paying the rent and you doing all this, you want them meals, and you find out she lying, and you over here sending everything like electronically, lock up. Call the police. Talking about greetings, earthly. Hey, you know, can't be playing about them UFOs right now. You might be a real one. Yep, you got to charge it to the gang. Yep. But look, that's why I be telling people, if you got proof, don't charge it to the gang. You better charge it to the court. Even if you're, look, even if you one of them men who don't have no intention on going through, because I filed a complaint, I'm probably still gonna do it. Yeah, because too many people be lying. I might file a complaint on my mama. Who knows? I'm finna go back and ask her, did she ever use the money she said she was gonna hold for me for the right reasons? Remember we was little, our mom said she gonna hold our money. Money come up missing and short all the time. Yeah, I might have to call the police on my mama. Found you from the new GTA streams. What, man? That new GTA need to hurry up, man. It ain't no way. When I first started, like, I don't even think I was in bro, I think I was probably just finna start high school when GTA came out. Like, do y'all know how old that game is? No cap. But yeah, look, all males, remember this. It's easier to be alone. And then, look, because this how it is. This how life work. If you sit right here and be alone by yourself all the time, you attract more females. Why? Because females automatically can tell who don't like you. Automatically are you're not gonna give them the same attention as the next person will. The next person might get them, smile at them. You're not gonna smile at them. You're gonna look at them, keep a dull blank face, and walk off. And they're gonna look at you and be like, why didn't he say nothing? Everybody said something to me. Man, I wish I could still play the game. The game done got so we need to lock the people up who make video games. Yeah, we need to lock them up too. The way this drought we been in, it's straight trash. Jesus Christ is always there. Yeah, man. Every day is smoke session when you start talking about life. Like, shit. Have you seen them gas prices? Like, think about this. I can't even drive. I don't want to drive. I don't even want to drive certain cars. I got certain cars that only like to get 9 miles a gallon, 10 miles on the highway. Nah, I'm cool. $100 every 4 days for gas. 100. Look, y'all. I already had to put 70. I already had to put like $70 in the tank before gas went up, and I'm like, okay, $70, cool. I went back up there. It was almost $100. And that was before gas went up, because our gas was at like $4.30. Now it's at like $4.60 something. So I'm looking like, bro, you telling me this premium is approaching $5, and you think I'm finna keep driving a car that takes premium? Okay. 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 You said 420 King back when Good Good. Man, that's when y'all, bro. I don't know how y'all made it through that Reggie phase and smoking on that, but hey, y'all some warriors. Like, bro, I had the best this, but nah, look, you got to remember that it was real back then. All the stuff we got right now ain't real. You got to really grow your own stuff. Trust me, because after I grew my own stuff, I realized I realized something. I realized a lot. I realized a lot. But I'm one of them people. I try to tell everybody stuff like that. I think everybody should know how to grow. You should know how to grow your own everything. I don't care what it is. You should figure out how to grow that, and then so your body can tell the difference between real and fake. Either, yeah, Gabe. Yeah, you was around, man. You most definitely was around. I could tell. Man, it's certain strands that don't even exist no more. I mean, they do, but nah, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Because I'm starting to think about it. I'm like, bro, I don't even think Reggie exists no more. Like, I don't. In some areas, I know it do. In some areas, I know it do. I'm wondering if I think that's what we gotta go back to. Like, if you do anything in the world, that's what you gotta go back to. Cause like even all this new weed, who smokes that much? Like I done rolled this up so long ago. Yeah, that's what it is. Man was pure grown. Yeah, look, I cannot find this no seeds, none. Cause if I did, I would have had some already. I would have had some already. But yeah, I look. I think everybody should do this, no matter who you are. Look, this gonna sound crazy, but I can make every day of your life better. If you get some plants, get you one little grow light off Amazon. It's gonna be like probably $40. Get you one grow light off Amazon. Get you a pot from like Lowe's, Home Depot or something. You got to go outside. You gonna have to go all the way outside on the little patio to get the good pots. Uh, but yeah, you go there, get your seeds, like get you some dirt from there too, right? And then get whatever seeds you want, whatever you want to grow, start growing it, and then just grow it. I don't know why, but your energy is going to level out. Like whenever you see your plant growing every day, it's just going to make you feel better and better and better. You're going to actually want to get up in the morning because you're going to be, oh, I want to do what my plant doing today. And you just going to learn after that, after your first plant, everybody just go crazy with them. Everybody go crazy with them. Because I don't know, growing plants just make you have like good dopamine every day. With zombie, man, yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely laced it with something. Like, believe it or not, yeah, like I don't trust nobody for one. But the street weed is almost unsmokable now. Why would cause I be seeing people like smoking street weed and they just sleep. Like just going to bed. Like I'm cool, man. Like all you doing is just going to bed. It put you down that hard. You're not giggling, smiling, nothing. You just sleepy. This NyQuil, this some NyQuil, bro. Cause you ain't nah. Yeah, it became from it went from just good vibes and good smoking and good sativa to indica. Put me down, go to bed. I don't want to be up no more. If my head can lift, like people just want to escape from reality. That's it. It used to be where like it enhanced you, made you smile, you laughing, you chilling. It don't do that no more. It like you want to know what I think? Like weed gives you. It used to give you the effect and feeling mushrooms give people. Because when you take mushrooms and you do mushrooms and all that, people get real giddy and like people who I know to be straight. some of the meanest people. I see them take mushrooms, and I'm just watching because hey, I ain't trust none of that. But I'm watching, I'm like, damn, you have a heart? What? You got a soul? And then even after they stop taking it, it's just they be a different person in a way, in a good way. Like, a person who always be so stingy, they actually shine. Like, it was stuff like that that blew my mind. I'm like, you're actually shine? You say you trying not to cough on it? Talking about some freaky trips. Man, I bet. I bet. I bet. Like, man. But now look, and that's the only crazy thing I can say about mushrooms is mushrooms don't, it ain't like, so I ended up taking some before, right? And the one thing I noticed is, like what everybody said, I'm already a person who not a stingy person, but you become even less stingy. You look like you will listen to somebody's problems, and usually you wouldn't care. Like usually you would not care about nothing this person has said, but now right here, actually, you will walk up to a homeless person, sit down with them for hours and straight talk to them. Both. Yeah, the chocolate, I ain't like the chocolate too much because that shit had you sweating. That shit had you hot as hell. Yeah, the chocolate had you hot as a motherfucker. You laying down, you constantly stretching. Then you just get a surge of energy. You thought you was finna go to bed. Then that surge of energy kick in. Yeah, let me go ahead, go in the other room, man. Cause I know I'm not going to bed. Yeah. All right, the dry is better. The dry is better. Ugh. Yeah. That shit make my eye twitch. Like just thinking about it. Ugh. Yeah. It's better. I ain't say it tastes better. It's better though. Man, it ain't nothing that tastes better about it. It's nothing that tastes better about that one. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Oh no, no. Look, you might think you were finna lay down. Like, say you be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm finna go lay down. Like, you're gonna sit right there, close your eyes, and then imagine, like, you gonna be like this, and then you up, full energy, full energy. It's gonna start with you getting hot. You gonna get hot. Then you gonna be like, okay, you might turn the fan on, turn the air on. Then you gonna be like, I'm hot. Then you gonna stand up and just start moving. Yeah, then once you stand up, like once you don't try to lay down, then you won't be hot. But once you try to lay down, you're gonna be hot. Do that make sense? Cause your body not even gonna let you lay down anyway. You'll have to be a lazy person like me. I tried to be lazy and lay back down. I'm like, nah, this ain't working. It's like the bed, like I automatically just want to jump up every time I touch it. Like, nah, this ain't finna work. But creativity is on another level. Like he said, it'll take you through some trips. And look, I'd have made some videos, some viral videos off some mushrooms because I'd have said stuff that I wouldn't normally think of. Like I'm about to, I was just editing one video. I'm like, okay, a homeowner end up catching a thief. I'm like, what can I put right here? Like, cause all you hear is just smacking sounds. Like all you hear is just smack, 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 smack. I'm like, yeah, put discipline sounds there. It's like a voice just came out here. Put discipline sounds. Hey, that video got so many comments that says discipline sounds. It doesn't matter. Like, look, I don't know. Look, that video got probably like 11 million views. And out of all the comments in that video, it probably got more. But out of all the comments, discipline sound. If I search discipline sound, it'll take me hours to get to the bottom. Like, even if I go full speed, it'll take me hours to get to the bottom of just that one word. Well, them two words. So yeah, it'll have you thinking of some crazy shit. Some funny ass shit too. Orange juice cold. Orange juice. All right. Yeah, orange juice. Yeah, orange juice. Yeah, damn right. Mm-hmm. And if you one of them people, I tell everybody this too. If you one of them people who so say like you don't like getting up in the morning, right? Or I want to say like yeah, like you one of them people who like you try to get up in the morning, but you just can't get up at times. Like say you ain't got nothing to do today, then you get up at 8 o'clock, but then you don't want to get out of bed and you be in bed till like 10, 11, 12, and you feel like you wasted a lot of your day. That come from you not drinking enough warm water and coffee. If you drink coffee, you can just drink it black. You don't. I hate iPhones because like why? This is why. I'm literally going live on this phone and I'm not doing nothing on this iPhone. I hate iPhones. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even hot. He told first time, hey, cause man, man, look, y'all. The human I think every human has abilities that has been, we had, look, so first off, every human has abilities. We're going to just start there. But I feel like that we can connect to nature way better than what you think. Because I started to realize this. If you look, any animal that you ever raised from a puppy, a kitten, anything, you can understand them. And they understand you. Like you think, look, the crazy part is, I know exactly when my cat wants some of my food. I know when the cat want to leave. I know when the cat stuck, cause like, my litter box, they don't make the same sounds. Like you would think it's the same sound, but unless you the owner and you start realizing it's like a person, it's like somebody you been with somebody for so long. You learn everything about that person. You learn when they make this sound, they mad. When they act like this, they not mad. When they chilling, when they look like this, it's like you just learn everything about them. So I started to learn. I'm like, wait. So if I can understand my dog and my cat, my dog, I gotta pee. How do I know the dog gotta pee? Because they do certain things. Even if the dog is locked in a room with me, they still do certain things. Like you gotta use the bathroom. I don't know how I know that, but it pops into my brain that you have to use the bathroom. Okay, cat. I don't like. How do I automatically know what the cat wants? Oh no, the cat wants some of this. Oh, the cat wants some of this. The cat wants some of this. Sometimes the cat don't even be in the room. And look, the cat don't eat everything. Y'all, if you ever had a cat, you know cats don't even eat most things. They don't. So the food, I'm like, oh, she'll want this, she'll want that. Oh, the cat wants some of this. I didn't even think she ate it. I swear to God, I didn't even think she ate the food. But I'm like, oh, she wants some. Here. She ate. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought, you only ate meat and fucking animals. Yeah, my cat, she the type, she'd rather go outside and catch a bird. Like, she don't want nothing. She can't, nothing in the house, like, indulges her. Yeah, that is. Oh, dang, that is correct, huh? Yeah, animals and pets don't really know how to deceive. Only certain ones. But it's in their DNA already. Like we know not to chase a pack of coyotes. Well, we know not to chase one coyote because he's running back to a pack of coyote, right? Damn, that's crazy. Cause I'm like, bro, you think before all this technology started, and y'all don't even understand this with technology. If you sleep in a house with Wi-Fi, then it's already something happening to your body every day. It's like you getting doled down even more every day. Cause I don't think y'all understand this. The reason you wake up depressed sometimes is because your Wi-Fi box is plugged in. Because your phone is next to you in your bed. You wonder why you wake up, you stretching, and you don't feel good. You have a phone next to you. You have 5G signals that's bouncing all through your house. Look, think about this, y'all. Almost every single year somebody go through a power outage, right? Everybody go through power outages. What does it feel like when it's a power outage? What does the world feel like? It feels calm. It don't feel hectic. It don't feel like as much is going on. It feel like it's an emptiness. It feel like the house is truly empty. No house feels empty unless you take Wi-Fi out of it. No house. It doesn't feel empty. It feels like somebody lives here. But as soon as the power go out and the whole neighborhood ain't got no power, that's the best sleep you ever got in your life. That's the most neutral you ever felt. You didn't feel no hate. You didn't feel nothing. When the power go out, you don't feel none of that because your brain is going back to balance with the world, with the earth. It ain't no electricity flowing through these walls, no none of that. Y'all don't understand. Electricity flowing through pipes and walls, your body picks up on that. You say you live in the country. I wish I lived. Well, I plan on moving to the country. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I plan on getting me a homestead, uh, just building a lot of houses on it, living off grid. I got enough people and just around me, that's around my age, who would, like right now, if I had all the stuff, they would be out there building right now. But no ifs, ands, or buts about it, that they would be out there right now building. And then we got people who good at walls. We got people who are specialized in floors. We got people who specialize in like, putting up electricity, HVAC, all that shit. Yeah. So we got a lot of people, and I don't plan on being. I don't want to be connected to the grid at all. I plan on getting way more than enough batteries, in different locations, because you never know. What if this one catch on fire? Boom, we got the backup. I plan on, uh, yeah. Make sure I got me a Lexus LS400 out there, because if all else fails, that car is gonna run. If all else fails, if you get your a Lexus LS400, you're good. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. I'm talking about anywhere. That'll probably be my daily driver when I need to go to the city. If I ever need to go to the city, my daily driver be an LS400. Why? That car is old. That car will hit 1,000,000 miles and outlive me. And it's gonna outlive everything on this property. When these buildings fall, this LS is gonna be right here rusted. And all it need is a new battery and a fluid change. That's it. Man, look, hey Gabe, somebody just broke my brain with this. Somebody just it messed up my head. They said, look, if you're not supposed to consume it, your body wouldn't have receptors for it. Right? So look, we can all agree that we know that mushrooms and all that, right? We know that mushrooms share like a good 99% of DNA from humans, right? Like a mushroom DNA and the human DNA is very similar. Hey, look, so a mushroom DNA and a human DNA is very similar, right? Because humans were meant to use mushrooms. Hear me out. You want to know what happens? If we are in the wild, if we are all in the wild and we need to hunt animals, if I ate a mushroom, right, not only would I be able to see more animals, I'd be able to see more colors and be able to see everything, like, because you got to remember, a person on mushrooms is going to be able to see everything. I'm going to have increased stamina. I'm going to have increased testosterone, because my fear is I'm not gonna be scared. If you know, you know. Mushrooms take away a lot of that fear aspect of your life, so you're not scared to go hands up and go try to kill a lion or woolly mammoth or none of that. You're doing it. It's gonna happen. No matter if it's a cheetah, none of that. You can be an African in the jungle. You're gonna go get that. Yeah, we can eat certain ones. You can't eat every single one. Yeah, not every single one. But yeah, some are medicinal. Some are medicinal. But look, like tobacco and all that, like nicotine and all that, we have receptors in our brain for it. But, but, here's the but. Here's the but. What messed up my head, somebody told me like, uh, you know what? It's like the cigarettes ain't the bad part. Cigarettes not bad because nicotine is in a lot of food. They like you eat a lot of food that got nicotine in it. So look, a lot of food that we eat has nicotine in it, right? So I'm like, okay. So it was a couple foods. I'm like, okay. They was like, why don't people get addicted to eating them foods? They said because it's not the nicotine that you're addicted to. It's the stuff. It's the It's like the stuff. It's like some extra stuff they put in it to make your brain just love it. Like natural flavors. If you know what natural flavors, if you ever seen a bag of food and it said natural flavors on it, you ever wonder why you take a bite and you keep eating and keep eating? Because there's a chemical in there to make you keep wanting to eat and not fill up your stomach. It's tricking your body into telling you, oh, I'm hungry, eat another one, eat another one, eat another one. You ever opened up like a bag of candy and ate so many of them so fast before your body told you to stop? And you probably didn't even like the candy. That's natural flavors. Yeah. So all this, everything really correlates when it come down to it. Because like tobacco, they said tobacco is not the problem because our brain wouldn't have receptors for it. We have THC receptors, we have opioid receptors, we have tobacco and nicotine receptors. Well, nicotine, whatever, receptors. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I don't think y'all understand that uh you wouldn't have these receptors unless people in the past used them. You said the bet you can't eat one chips. Oh yeah, one chip, like most chips are so fake it don't make sense. Most chips are so fake. Why you think hot fries and all that are so loved? They fake. Little Caesars pieces. Yep. Look, yeah. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like Little Caesars since I got I had one that bought some wings from Little Caesars. They was barbecue wings. I swear to God, the wings taste like cigarettes, and it pissed me off. It tastes like somebody that put a cigarette in that motherfucking and cooked the wings with it. Like I ain't ate no Little Caesars. Like I've been straight mad since. I've been mad since. Hell yeah, them wings taste like cigarettes. That was 2019. Yeah, I remember the year. Had me fucked up. I hopped in the car, ate one. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker tastes like a cigarette. I went home. So look, I thought I was tripping. I threw that out the window. I went home, opened up another one. This bitch tastes like a cigarette. Like, no, I'm not finna eat no cigarettes, man. Y'all not finna play with me. Yeah, that made me mad. I ain't gonna lie. Had me over there eating cigarettes. I'll never eat Little Caesars wings again. Do they even still sell wings? I'll call corporate. Yeah, never again. Yeah, I've been scared to buy wings from pizza place. I don't even buy Domino's. I don't like Domino's wings anyway, but I don't buy wings from no pizza place. Yeah, if you want wings, we gotta go to a chicken spot. No fast food. Oh man, I gave up on fast food. I gave up on fast food. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I was broke and I had no money, I used to always go to McDonald's, right? And the only reason I went to McDonald's is because I used to finesse the system. Y'all didn't know that. Look, so you go to McDonald's and you use the deal on your phone, right? Yeah, you can use the deal on your phone, get a discount, but you can go in the kiosk again and get a whole nother deal. So sometimes I'll be like, all right, they said they got a deal on the app, $3. I paid like, look, so one time I end up getting a quarter pounder, a Big Mac, a large fry, It was a large fry and a small fry with a drink, and all that was $6. Yep, because they had a deal on the app. Because look, the app will time out. It say you gotta wait so long on the app, but if you go inside the store and enter your code, it reset. So yeah, I'm like, man, I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke. I need to I was taking Ubers everywhere, so you know the Uber messing up my money. Ah, nah. I need to find a way to eat. Yeah, I need to find a way to eat. Yeah, man. I used to be, oh man, it probably still work. It probably still work, y'all. Don't say I ain't never helped y'all. You broke, you ain't got nothing. You better see if it still work. But yeah, I used to stay going to McDonald's doing that. Hell yeah. Yeah, we used to be up to no good. Hey, I remember one of my friends did this. I remember one of my friends did the little, he was like, let's see if we can get some free food at McDonald's. You remember this was back when YouTube used to have all the pranks, and it was Remy Gallard on that, right? So he ended up going to McDonald's. He went to McDonald's, ordered a ice cream, and then drove ahead. And then I'm like, okay. So my friend, look, he got in the car. So we go to McDonald's. He get the ice cream. Then he squeezed the ice cream. He like, oh my gosh, because if you just order a cone, they'll give it to you at the first window. So once he handed him the cone, he squeezed it, and he was like, oh my God. She was like, oh, it's okay, I'll get you another one. So she goes to get the other one, right? So she go get the other one. She come back with it. He get it. He was like, oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. So the car in front of us move. So all he does is goes up the line. All he do is go straight in the line. So you know her, she working fast food. She got to keep moving. There's hella cars in line. She not paying attention. So now he moved up like 2 spots because like that when he broke the cone, it called enough time type like to get another car, like another 2 cars out the way. They had to have a small order. But so now we get to the window, and then they just hand him the food, and then we leave. I'm like, what the? Did that just work? You said it's gonna be a long while before you get a piece up. Hey, look, it is happening now. They trying to bleed us for everything, any type of resource. Just think about it. Think about this. I want y'all to really think about this. We are American people, and every single American person can agree that we are not living an American dream. Nobody in here is living an American dream that we make well more than enough money to live. Look, we came from a generation where if our grandparents and them bought a TV, that'd be financially irresponsible because they could have went and got them a car if they kept saving a little bit more. A little bit more. You just think about that for one. The fact that somebody can tell you that if you buy a TV, you are making an irresponsible decision because you don't have a car yet. Why would you do that? We can save up $600 more and buy a car, or save up $500 and get a hoopty, or $400 and get a hoopty. Like, huh? Hold on. And y'all wonder why everybody's so brainwashed? They made a TV more accessible and made cars go up through the roof, and then like they treat them like, you remember how everybody else, like we used to go to school and they used to say riding a bus is a privilege, not a right. It's like that's basically what I feel like we are living through right now. Like it's a privilege for you to drive in the United States. You don't have the right. It's a privilege. Like what? That's how I feel. These car prices are crazy. When I was in high school and I thought I was gonna be able to grow up and have some cars, have a lot of cars, a lot of good cars. Like, oh, what? That car's only $5,000? Man, look, lied to me. You can't get a new car. You look when I seen somebody with like a new Ford. I don't know if it was a Ford. I don't know what kind of Ford it was, but could have been like the new Focus or to replace the Focus, or one of them could replace the Fusion. They had to program the tail light bulb. When they changed the bulb, they had to pull out a diagnostic tool to program the tail light bulb. You don't look here, y'all. Look here. Do you think I'm finna buy a car that if I change, I'm like, oh, my tail light went out, the bulb went out. I go to AutoZone, go to O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts. I walk in there, get a bulb, buy it, pay for it, put it in, replace it. Oh, I did everything right. No. Pull out your diagnostic tool, plug into your OBD scanner. No. 1,400 change. A real what? Man, 1,400 change anything, man. Hey, look, man. Them new cars are trash. Just a real light bulb, man. All right. Hey, don't even get me started with that. Don't even get me started with that. The sensors, all these sensors on these cars. We had to recalibrate your sensors. We had to do this and do that. I don't like these new cars. I don't like any new cars. If people look at me and they ask me, oh, what new car should I get? None of them. If you're not going to get you a 2015 or under, don't get one. But what about this and that? That car suck. The car gonna break down. The car sucks. For real. Like, if it's not a 2015 or under, I really don't care for the car. Cause what can a 2020 car do that a 2015 car can't? What you got a big screen in there? I could change my screen too. Like, who cares? I can change my screen too. I'm pretty sure. Look, even stock, like even that's a decent sized screen stock. That doesn't have to be huge. Like, well, I'm okay. And then every new car I ever had that driving assist, I done had driving assist in cars from like 2017. Those felt better than new ones. Yep. Because every time I'm trying to correct myself and trying to switch lanes, you pull me back or call me. You ever almost crashed because of driving assist? You ever almost hit another car? You ever had the shit brake check for you? Like you can't drive? Or you trying to avoid somebody who brake check? Man, look. One time I was in I think I was driving. I was in Georgia. I had rented it was either a truck or a 2020 Malibu. Give me the Malibu. It was like a 2021, not 22. Mind you, I had a Malibu before. I had one before and I hated the car. I hated that car. And I had one with brand new, low miles. I hated that car. But it just, like, the driving assist on that car was just, it was cool at times when we just on the open road, but as I got into Georgia, through Tennessee, and all them places, no. The HOV line. It doesn't know what the HOV line is. So it's like, it was bouncing this way, then bouncing, then I'm trying to correct it, and the steering wheel getting stiff. No. I only think fucking, they made that shit for drunk drivers. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They made it for drunk drivers, man. And tell me I'm lying. Nah, look, y'all think that's gonna y'all think BMW, cause that's been BMW that they've been saying gonna bring the subscriptions. I don't think they're gonna do that, y'all. I don't think they're gonna bring those subscriptions, man. I don't think so. But At the same time, I do because look, because the crazy part is, I think you think Tesla gonna do it first. I think if it would be anybody, it'd be Tesla first, and I think they'd be like, oh, I wanted all everything to have full self driving, but now if you pay this a month, you can get it. And he gonna try to probably make it reasonable from $15 to $30 a month or something. Man, look, it's hard. It'd be sad to think like that. It's sad to think like it's money in their pocket. Why wouldn't they just do us wrong? I don't be going to believe it. That's what it is. I don't be want to believe it, even though it be right in my face. I don't be want to believe it. Yeah, this phone suck. This phone. Did you just die on me? Imagine. This phone suck. I swear, iPhone suck. So if you ever cause look, think about it. This phone is in direct sunlight. If y'all ever wanted to know why Galaxy is better than iPhones, this is the reason why. As you can see, not only did this iPhone die, not only did this iPhone just die, but it overheated. And people be like, take the case off. It really don't matter. I learned that them phones overheat regardless, whether you have a case or not. Whether you have a case on your iPhone or not. Jesus Christ Almighty. But look, I don't trust nobody. I still don't like the fact that we going to war because a bunch of old people don't want they past coming out. A bunch of old people didn't think the internet was gonna be as big as what it was, so they were doing a lot of sketchy weird stuff and didn't know that everything was gonna be able to be tracked back. Yeah, I don't like that. Do y'all see how old Donald Trump is? Almost 80 years old. Why are you in office? Why are you? Hold on, man. Hold on. Like you can't want the same thing. Like it ain't no way that nah, you can't want what's good for me. You can't even relate. Boy, you were way too out of my age range to relate. And you didn't grow up. Like I can see somebody who is probably a kid right now growing up to be 80 and able to understand everything. But not Donald Trump age at this moment. Mm-mm. They literally going to war because the Epstein list came out. What happened to the Epstein list? It got replaced with war articles. That's it. That's it. The more you look into the Epstein list, the more you start seeing that they was over here blackmailing. It's a real like people think, oh, all these people are bad. It ain't the fact that people are bad. It's the fact that people got laced and people got blackballed. Do you want to go there? Do y'all not understand what's going on here? You got all these celebrities and all these people going to this place and doing this, and none of them want to talk about it. And then it's the fact that nobody tripped, nobody tweaked out on the island, nobody did none of that. So first off, you was subdated in some type of way. Second off, you got blackballed and blackmailed. Like, or if you like, you gonna either get blackballed or blackmailed. It's gonna be either or. It's gonna so you choose, or you might not even make it off this island. Yeah, I think the list was only made after successful like I think the Epstein, your name only got written down after you successfully got put into the system. I don't think your name got written down until I don't think they was like, oh, you're on the way, bring your name down. No, I don't think they wrote your name down when you first got there, just in case they had to make you disappear. Just think about this. If Jeffrey Epstein brought Marshawn Lynch out there, you think he finna write his name down immediately? No. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch has been missing for 40 years. Like, come on, y'all. Like, just be realistic. I'm starting to think that everybody down there got blackmailed. Everybody in them Epstein files is blackmailed. Oh, you said Epstein is alive? Of course he is. Why would he be? Why would he be dead? Why would he be? Why would he be? He was just on Fortnite not too long ago. That boy was playing the Fortnite. He wasn't playing Save the World. He wasn't trying to save the world, man. Yeah, man. Of course he is. Y'all, come on. I don't believe that Jeffrey Epstein is deceased BS. He is not alive BS. None of that. Straight up. Yeah, man. Talking about no. Y'all going to war. Like, all this stuff come out about somebody, then look, we gotta, man, no, we finna bomb them. We finna, y'all talking? Y'all, they ain't say nothing, sir. Y'all talking? Sir, they didn't say nothing. Y'all talking? That's all I heard. Like, Iran basically like, bro, we didn't even say anything. Shut up. Shut up. Well, I'm finna drop the bomb. Drop it. Drop it. Like, that's all I see is that the U.S. just on BS. It's like a South Park episode. It, like, the whole United States is just turned into a South Park episode. That's it. Drop it. Drop it. Like, it's like, look, so the United States remind me of a police officer who say, drop your weapon when you got your hand straight up like this with no chance of gripping nothing. Put the gun down. Put it down. And then, yeah, so he was resisting just to make a headline just so they can just get out of what they was doing. Yeah, you're not finna play with me, man. I'm scared of the U.S. I'm scared of the U.S., man. They be lying too much. Just think about it. The United States go so hard to not be called liars that they do this. They said UFOs don't exist. Then they say we're gonna make up a new term. So the new term is UAPs. We have seen UAPs, and UAPs do exist. But UFOs not real. UFOs not real, but UAPs are. Since y'all made this new term up and said UAPs, now UAPs real, but UFOs not. So unidentified flying object is not an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Hold up. Do y'all be saying how the government just be saying whatever they want and people be taking it? I haven't went to sleep good since I heard that. Like, hold on. You telling me that they said UFOs are not real, played everybody like they was crazy, ruined people's lives, did all this and said UFOs? What? UAPs? Yeah, UAPs are real. Congress, the Pentagon has released photos regarding UAPs, this and that. So the Pentagon got pictures that y'all been have. So look, the first off, the United States government will call you crazy. And every single citizen in the US know that the government will play you like you crazy. And that's sad. And you don't, like, come on. Y'all wonder why we don't live good, why people truly don't care about each other. We all know that our police are crooked. 99% of our police are crooked. They didn't mess with you because you're not their they target preference. Yeah, everybody got a target preference. Yeah, everybody got a target preference. They do. Yeah, everybody got a preference. Like me, if I was a police officer, you think all these you think LaMelo Ball finna be sliding through the city like this? It's gonna be a high speed. Yeah, I'm chasing y'all ball players. Y'all ain't finna be out here running lights. Talking about you famous. Yeah, I'm a target you. Yeah. CEOs too. Bill Gates, Kirk, you finna sit in traffic just like the rest of us. You better get a driver. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett. I'm pulling over all y'all. I got it. I got agenda. Y'all can afford these tickets. I don't feel good pulling over other people. I don't want to pull over nobody and they got a real life rearrange their whole life schedule. Skip a couple meals. Skip a trip because I done gave them a ticket. Nah, I'm gonna give it to one of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna show up in court anyway. Yeah, all these rappers and ball players trying to speed through traffic. What? I'm doing what? 180 on the dash. Where you doing that at? So I can be there. Yeah, so don't say everybody ain't got no preference, because I know I got a preference. Them billionaires, Elon Musk, you getting pulled over every week. I ain't targeting you, I'm patrolling my area. Yeah. So that's why I be telling people, like, no matter who it is, people, you are going to find somebody. Like, it'll be like you a good person. You know all these people over here are criminals, and they all thugs, and they all up to no good. They always selling drugs. Most likely, if you're a police officer, you're going to target them people, even if you don't have no evidence on them. I'm not saying that you're a bad person for targeting them, because you probably you stopping a lot of stuff, probably stopping them from shooting innocent people. You never know. But hey, don't sit right here and act like people don't got targets in life. Yeah, not like our government and all that. First off, our government sits right here, and did y'all know that if you make say if you make an invention that can make energy, you have to tell the government about it, and then they sit right there and tell if it's good for the public, and if it's not good for the public, they scrap it, and you can never invent it. I ain't know that. I just learned that. I just learned that the government can do that. If you make an invention and the government be like, no, they can scrap it for life. Oh, don't even get me started with the authorities be fleshing in front of mills. Man, look, y'all ain't see the video where the police officer, he was harassing the dude on a bike. He stopped him. He like, what you know about what you said about my kids? First off, he didn't say nothing about your kids. He never said nothing about your kids. But the police officer was cool, talking BS. They going back and forth until a female officer pulled up. Now he want to turn it to the Hawk. He want to turn it to Thor himself. He want to turn it to Dwayne The Rock Johnson on Fast Five. Like, what? Man, if you don't get out my face, man. And it be all, look, man, I can go on about how the world messed up. I still go back to Martin Luther King. Like, every time I tell people what happened to Martin Luther King, it just be so crazy. Like, what happened? Oh, Martin Luther King, he got shot from inside the firehouse by a two-man team. He got shot with an SM-21 rifle. Not the 30-06 that they claimed or whatever. The Remington, whatever. He didn't get hit with a Remington rifle. Martin Luther King got shot with an SM-21. And I think he shot 7.62 by 59. Or it was like a and they used subsonic rounds. That's why the soldiers that shot Martin Luther King hit him in his jaw and they didn't kill him, because they was used to using standard ammo, so they misjudged the shot and didn't have the bullet up high enough. And when they shot Martin Luther King, the whole fire department was just watching. They were just watching. Yeah. The whole fire department just watched. And then the man they said killed Martin Luther King. Not only did he try to go to the army, and they was like, boy, you garbage. Imagine the army say you garbage. Think about this. Imagine the man that they said shot Martin Luther King. The army said, boy, when it comes to shooting, you are garbage. You are straight trash. You are the worst. He couldn't even shoot a gun right. He was that, look, he couldn't even shoot a gun right. Even with training, he couldn't shoot a gun right. So or was it weird the fact that James Earl Ray so happily just met somebody? He got let out of jail, y'all. If y'all didn't know that, they let him out of jail. Nobody was looking for James Earl Ray. How do you let an inmate out of jail then not look for him? Second off, he just so happily finds somebody who would be like, oh, I got somewhere for you to stay. I got this. I'm gonna give you money. I'm gonna give you all this. So how do you just magically find somebody to give you money, cars, clothes, all this? Hold on. Because it's the government. The government did it. That's why. The government killed Martin Luther King. And then the fact is that James Earl Ray, I keep trying to tell y'all, he's not a gun person. He's not. Y'all probably looked at his background and said, oh, he's in the military. He was a box of rocks. He was a box of rocks when it came to guns. Not only did he buy the wrong gun, right? I think he ended up going to buy the wrong rifle. That he ended up buying, when he did buy the right rifle that he was supposed to get, he bought one with a defect on it. His was defected. He couldn't even look at the rifle and tell, like, oh, it's a mark right here, or this rifle is not as good. Like, he wouldn't even be able to tell none of that. So the rifle that James Earl Ray got caught with had a defect on it. The bullet casing that killed Martin Luther King didn't have no defective marks on the casings, which would have shown up. This what it proved. That gun wasn't used to kill Martin Luther King. And if you want to know how I know all this, because Martin Luther King family went to court about it for $1, for $1, and they won. They said, why you go to court for $1? We wanted to prove that all this is true. Yeah, Martin Luther King didn't die. So this what ended up happening. They used the subsonic rounds. The subsonic rounds hit him in his like, I think it was like the lower jaw or something. And like, I don't know, it ended up like somewhere around her. Yeah, it was like somewhere around her though. So but they were stabilizing him. When Martin Luther King got to the hospital, the nurses were stabilizing him. Some government officials came in the room, and then that was that. What I think happened, I feel like they either just unplugged the machines and let him die, and like just by him not having no help, he was gonna die naturally, or they suffocated him in the room. Yep. But it was reports of nurses being in the room and told to get out. Yep. Uh-huh. So when people think y'all know y'all government, you don't. You don't. Because the government did that. How do you let somebody out of jail? How do they find somebody who will, imagine you just got out of jail, somebody give you a place to stay, or a place to stay, money, cars, well, a car, everything you need to do whatever you need. What? And they just find you like that. No, that's not a coincidence. This was planned. Oh yeah. I do wish he was still here. I wish he was still here so he can see that his dream, all we had to do was just keep being us. That's what the fucked up part was. You can't change a racist person's mind unless you sit right there and just let it be. And just let it be. Don't sit right here and try to talk to them and reason with them. They don't want to hear that. You got a better chance of meeting a racist person face to face and y'all becoming a good ally, a good friend, versus you sitting right here and trying to do all that over the internet. They don't want to hear that. Well, not even internet, over the radio waves, over a stand, a podium. They don't want to hear that. That's the internet to them. That was the internet to them. They don't want to hear that. So, nah. Sometimes you gotta let people be. Sometimes you gotta sit back and chill. We're gonna show you that we don't hate y'all, and the people who don't hate us, we're gonna accept them. You don't sit right here and you don't go around a pack of wolves and be like, who loves me? You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't go around a pack of wolves and ask which one of them love you. Which one of y'all gonna be my dog? You don't do that. You sit back and you let the ones that want to come be with you, be with you. The ones that want to come be peaceful, be peaceful. That's what you do. You don't sit right there and run like you got it. Look, some lines ain't 8 in the month. You got some lines that ain't 8 in the whole month. They probably wouldn't even last that long. And they see you out there running. Look, they just see you out there running and you trying to be their friend. What do you think gonna happen? That's basically the same situation, just at a more drastic scale. Like, people ain't understanding. No. If people don't like you, you don't try to make them like you. That's how people die. That's how people come up missing. What's wrong with y'all? I learned that as a kid. I'm like, hold up. I'm nervous when I go with you. I don't want to go with you no more. Yeah, I'm nervous when you ever had that one friend you was nervous with? Yeah, cause they was gonna backdoor you. Yep. You lucky they ain't have guns back then, cause you'd have had one at the back of your head already. Probably wouldn't even on her right now to even listen to none of this. Nothing. I be trying to tell people, nah, you don't sit right here hang around the enemy. You don't try to be cool with the enemy. You let the enemy or whoever be cordial. Look, yeah, happiness come from within. Yeah. Happiness come from within. Shit, common sense should too, though. Because I just think about it like this. If I'm going around the country and I'm speaking a message and I know everybody hate me and I'm like, can we all just love each other? Can we all just be together as one? And everybody hate me? You know what I'm finna stop doing? Trying to make y'all like me. I'm finna do my own thing. Look, so think about this. All that energy y'all put into, like, I'm finna take Martin Luther King, for example. All that energy he put into making them speeches and doing all this and all that. Yeah, that was cool and all, right? That's cool and all. But if you would put more of that energy in just staying home and building up your community and building your community to be something that all the black people can come to, and then have all the whites who would, like, come on, this what you do. You build up your own community, make it worth something. You can let the whites in that the whites that want to be cool with everybody and don't want to be racist, come on in. If you racist, stay on out. Bye. That's how you do everything in the world anyway. That's how, look, I don't think you understand this. That's how you get the world back on track. When you go to the club, they don't be like, oh, white people only, black people only. Nah, they're gonna let everybody in here. And the people coming in here already know what type of time it is. They know they can see any race in here. That's why I'm trying, like, sometimes you gotta gatekeep stuff for the best of you. If we over here, look, say we black people, we started up a carnival or something with a little Ferris wheel out there. You don't think white people, all these Asian, everybody gonna want to not do this? It's fun, and we not being ignorant. We saying, oh, come on, with open arms. That's how you build it. You don't sit right there and try to make them love you. You work on yourself, and if they'll come naturally after that. Oh, I like to see what I like. Look, a lot of times, a lot of people be like, I don't like this person. I don't like this person. That person ain't said nothing to them. That person ain't never said a word to them. Ever. Yeah, and you can never make somebody happy. You can make somebody entertained. You can entertain somebody. But happy? I don't know, man. Because think about this. You thought you made any female that you ever been with, say you had or you with a female. Say you have a kid, right? Look at the happiness on the face when you see the kid, even your happiness and even the female happiness versus y'all happiness with each other. It ain't never hit that level. Like, do you know how much of a spark, how drastic, how unrealistic some will have to be? Unrealistic. Like, that's how, to get the same spark that this baby can do every single day. Like, yeah, I'm talking about, when I say unreal, I'm talking about winning $1 billion Powerball Like, and they just like, I'm like, and you just broke and y'all down bad and y'all this was y'all last dollar type. That's the, like, come on. That's why no matter what you say to a female, what her father said and how her father treated her will always prevail. Yeah. Because as a man, you will never be able to get the same love. You're not getting the love. You will never be able to get the same love. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much of a stepdaddy you be, you would never be able to get that same love. I don't care if you could have had the baby, you could raise the baby since 2 days old and you the stepdaddy. Let that real daddy come around. You gonna watch. You gonna be like, well, what? Yeah. It's like a happiness feeling that's unmatched. Yeah, you can only get that from children. You can only get it from children. You rarely get it from a significant other. Yeah, because you got to remember, children are thick and thin. Significant other is you cheat on me, you gone, or you do all this. Yeah, watch this. Yeah, no, yeah, for real. But yeah, man. So we all can agree that the government messed up. Shit, Jeffrey Epstein still alive. What else? Uh, Look, I was telling people about Larry Davis the other day too. This one, when I be saying police are crooked, yeah, and people be police are still crooked, yeah. Police are still crooked to this day. But this happened in, I don't know, was it the 80s and 90s? I don't know. Probably the 80s. But it was this dude named Larry Davis who was selling drugs for the New York Police Department. Yeah, 9%. All right. So yeah, it was a dude named Larry Davis. He was selling drugs for the New York Police Department. Not all officers, not the whole department, just enough of them. Enough of them. You said, you don't got kids. You gave me something to think about. Oh yeah. Man, look, you gon' once you see, once you see, you gonna see. You gonna be like, wow. So this is what the people be talking about. Yeah, that's why. And look at the same time. Before I get in this Larry Davis, at the same time, it's like the government used that. That's what the government uses to enslave you at the same time. Because whenever you have kids, the first thing is, oh, I need to go do this. I need to go do this. I need to go do more. I need to do more. I need to go get a better job. I need to go get hired. I need more money. You know, so that's how the government usually get people. And me personally, I'm gonna say this: from being in a relationship with a female versus not being in a relationship with a female with a child, like just raising a child in a relationship with the female, the money like it's like I needed to make a crazy amount of money. Like every day was just a crazy day. But then I got by myself. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And look, and I'm spending. I ain't gonna tell you how much I spend on even just one child, but I spend a lot of money, right? But it still equal out to less than what I spend with the mom. That's when I start realizing I'm like, oh, so part of the enslavement process is like the government has to get females to keep saying, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want this, I need this, I need that, and feel like they need and want everything. So that is part of the enslavement process. And as a man, if you like the female, you most likely will go get that for her, which it will in turn cause you to work more and do all this and all that. And it's just a repeated cycle of BS. Like when people start looking at it and start watching and being like, oh, that's how the government do that. Yeah, everything is just a game. It's all about cause and effect. If I make this traffic light stay red for 10 seconds longer, it'll cause more traffic. It'll cause more traffic and affect more accidents. It's simple. It's really that simple. If I make this traffic light a little too bit longer, it'll be more accidents. Or if I speed this yellow up by 1 second or 2 seconds, because you remember how some yellow lights take 5 to 10, like some yellow lights take a long time to change. Some of them change quick. Depending on where you at. If I make this a long yellow, oh, it's always a cause and effect with everything you do. If I make gas prices go up, then more people will talk about gas prices. If we make gas prices go down, then more people will talk about what's going on in the world. Y'all don't understand that? When gas prices go down, it's not a, look, if gas is only $2 and some cents, right? It's nothing to talk about. So you have to go and talk about something different. So now you want to talk about the government. You want to talk about this. You want to talk about that. Oh yeah, the drama. The drama. And that's another thing I learned. Yeah. Most kids don't listen to females. Yeah, most kids don't listen to females. And that because they most of their whole life is revolved around females. Even when I went to school, 99% of all my teachers were female. 99% of all of them were female. We had males around, but 99% of them were still females. Like for every, bro, we used to have it's a lot of females in schools. It's a lot of female teachers in school. So look, we didn't have a lot of male teachers at our school, and I just noticed, I'm like, bro, that's why kids don't respect nobody. Because it gets to a point to control adolescence and control like a group of kids. Look, a group of kids, like in today's age, they think that you can sit right here and tell a group of kids who came from the trenches, the hood, even if they didn't come from that. I'm talking about you think you finna just, hey guys, sit down. Hey, everyone sit down, listen. You need to listen to me, please. Can you stop throwing that? Can you stop doing that? Do you know it's teachers out here who, like, do you know how, I'm just thinking about even me growing up, how many teachers that sat right here, can you guys stop doing that? Can you stop doing? And you want to know one thing I noticed? I ain't learned nothing. Yeah, I ain't learned nothing. Them teachers that let us walk all over them, I ain't learned none in y'all classroom. Y'all weren't even teaching nothing. That's how I started realizing school was a scam anyway. Yeah, y'all ain't teaching us nothing. Y'all are babysitting us. Can you stop doing that? It sounds like you babysitting. It don't even sound like you teaching. All you want to do is just say, can we do this and that? That's it. Yeah, it started throwing me off once I started looking closer to that. I'm like, hold on. So you telling me that you gonna sit right here and keep saying, hey guys, can you do this and that and that in the softest voice? But then look, but one thing I learned is, I'm like, man, the male teachers, who you think coming to stop the class? Either a black mother who tired of us, a black teacher who got kids, or the motherfucking or the white lady that live in the hood. It's gonna be one of them three. It's gonna be, and the hood that count as teachers too, cause we had one. Shit. Boy, I still respect her to this day. Boy, I still respect Miss Cop to this day. To this day. What? She threw them K-Swiss on. I remember she got her thumb broke one time. What the hey, I ain't never seen no teacher tee up like that, yeah. And she had short blonde hair. Boy, I wasn't finna play with her. Yeah, that lady, she was different. I still respect her to this day. Yeah, but but school is a scam though. Nah, if I'm really telling y'all know I was in the gifted program too. had her drinking that fucking juice or that liquid and taking her in test, then throwing me in a room with other kids. And then I realized this. I realized the room they threw us in school was to separate us from the rest of the kids because we was the kids that you couldn't manipulate. I was born with like, okay, I'm not like, I don't know if this the right thing, but I was born with common sense, if that makes sense. Do that make sense? Like from a kid, I had common sense. Like, oh, if you put that on, that'll catch on fire. Like, oh no, you can't leave that in there. Like, okay, if I make some noodles, I gotta put the water in there or it's gonna burn. I'm 4 years old. Like I had common sense from an early age. Cause I had a lot of brothers too. But like I had common sense from an early age. And I just started realizing like everybody who was in this class with me had common sense. Everybody who was out there was easily manipulated. Like kids that you can be like, hey guys, come on, get up right now, go to school. Like, okay, them the type of kids that even though we just went to school for like it's 4:30, right? The teacher can look them in their face, say, you're gonna stay for 2 more hours. You have to stay for 2 more hours. And they just gonna be like, oh my God, why? Not me. Who's staying for 2 more hours? I'm talking about this like 4th, 5th grade. That's when they start putting us in the gifted programs. Like I can just tell that everybody who went in that room with me, cause they used to throw us in the computer lab with no they used just throw it. Look, they'll come get us around like 1, and then throw us in the computer lab all day. And so like from 1 to 4:30, well 4:15. Yeah, from like 1 to like 4:15. So yeah, it really was programming. Then I started to realize everybody who was in this room with me was the kids who took care of the kid, like brothers and sisters at home. Everybody grew up to be smart. Believe it or not, everybody has a lot of them got a large social media following. Every single person that was in that room got a large social media following. I don't know. I don't know if that was I don't know. But everybody in that room I was with, I think, shit, everybody get money. They all get money. Yeah, hey, look, people who grew up like that, that's why you don't think like the rest of the people. That's why you don't think like everybody else. Because your brain actually works. Some people brain don't work. Y'all be thinking, people be thinking I be playing. I'm like, look, when you was a kid, look, you remember how they like by 3rd grade? No, I think by 3rd grade, they labeled you if you were going to be easily controllable or not. That's what I think the real by 3rd grade. You know how they say by 3rd grade they can tell if you in jail? No, by 3rd grade they can tell if they can program you or not. Man, look, before I started going to school, I knew how to read. My first day of school, I didn't even want to go in the classroom. I remember this because I had a nurse. Her name was Nurse Boyd. Siegel Elementary. This got to be like 03, 04. I don't know. It's old though. Probably. Look, it's around. Yeah, it's probably around that time. But she was the nurse. So my classroom was right next to the nurse office. She was like, "Why don't you want to go in there?" I'm like, "I don't want to. I don't want to." Then she was like, she looked at me like, "Well, you got to get smart." I'm like, "I am smart." So she was like, "Okay, read this." So she ended up giving me her like, mind you, I'm only like 5. I'm probably like 5. So she ended up giving me her little clipboard and told me read it fluently. I'm reading everything. She like, "Oh, stop, 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 stop." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She let me sit in the hallway. She was like, "Yeah." And then ever since then, like she was always cool with me. Cause come on, look at what kind of kid I am. Of course I had to go to the nurse on a daily basis. I had to spend days in the nurse. I remember when I couldn't even go back to class, they had to go send people down my stuff. Yeah, you can't go back to class. No. This cut is way too bad. Yeah, I had a cut so bad. When I first cut my eye right here, I had a Tom and Jerry knot. Yeah, I had a Tom and Jerry knot. It was this big. It was this big. Like y'all think I'm bullshitting. It was that big. It was that big. Cause like it wasn't that big when I left the house, but as I was at school, it just started getting irritated. I guess the way the lights was hitting it, fucking with my eyes. I'm like, and it just started getting irritated, and it started growing and growing, and it was about cause I can see it, so it was about this big. Yeah, yeah. So what ended up happening was I hit a front flip off a bike. And to this day, a supernatural force grabbed the bike. I don't care what nobody say. A supernatural force grabbed that bike. Because I'm like, I'm trying to turn the bike with all my might and it never worked. I tell everybody this. I tried to turn the bike with all my might. It didn't work. So I ended up hitting the front flip off the bike and hit my forehead on the brick. I hit all this right here on the brick. All this was just split open bad. So I was supposed to get stitches. Shit. Boy, what? I cried. My auntie wiped it down. I went to sleep in my grandma's bed. Yeah, I was cool, man. She went to church. I went to sleep in my grandma's bed. You sell seasoned Mexican candy on the street, man. Hey, that Mexican candy used to be good. Yeah. Hey, when the teacher say that you need educated to survive, ask her if she surviving right now on that paycheck, or she barely surviving, or whatever. Yeah, that's the first thing I ask. Like, are you surviving on that paycheck that you getting right now? And I bet you gonna get a common answer. No. Yeah, man. I don't be listening to none of that. Oh man, I done left. I keep forgetting that damn iPhone. Yeah, man. Hey, don't let teachers tell you nothing. My teacher said I wasn't gonna graduate, so I don't even care. And it was a man. That's the crazy part. Now I had some females tell me that too, but the man, I'm like, damn, it ain't even many of y'all in this field. You lame as hell. No cap. Yeah, it was a man. He was like, what'd he say? He was like, yeah, you ain't gonna never graduate with that attitude. You mad? I don't want to live by y'all stupid rules. You think I'm gonna keep coming to school every day? Okay, that's where your brain fried. And then look, the crazy part is I actually did graduate. First off, I did graduate. And he was on stage and I laughed at him during graduation. If I was ever to find that graduation video, you will see me laughing at him. Like dead ass laughing at him. Like, do you say I want to graduate? Then they be trying to act all cool with you at the graduation, man. What? Yeah. They be trying to act all cool with you at the graduation. We're not cool. I don't even like y'all people. Boy, it's hot as hell. Well, it was. It's cold in here. It was hot. It's hot as hell outside. But yeah, man, look. Yeah, it was straight a male teacher who told me that shit. I'm like, damn. Out of everybody, I had faith in you. I had faith in you. But he was just acting like all the rest of the teachers. My history teacher got mad because I said she teaching us false history, kicked me out the room. We ain't never see eye to eye. She kicked me out on like the first day of school, second day of school. Like, man, quit teaching us this false history. This and I ain't look, I ain't gonna tell and look, I ain't know everything I know with the history now, but the way that I was hearing it, I'm like, bro, if that ain't the biggest load of American politics BS I ever heard, yeah, I got kicked out the history class. Hold on. No, I didn't. I ain't get kicked out right away. Nah, yes, I did. It was health. I ain't get kicked out of health right away. Oh man. Yeah. Look, I ain't even trying to be ignorant. But why the fuck was my health teacher fat? And then when I said, I'm like, bro, he not even healthy. He ain't healthier than nobody in his room. Now I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Like I'm being dead ass serious. The most he talked, bro. I swear to God, he looked like Mr. Eggman. He talked in slow motion. Hey guys, we are going to open up chapter. Nobody wants to come to this classroom, bro. Nobody don't want to be in here, but I'm the problem when I start getting mad. Nobody don't want to be in here. Your energy suck. You are depressing. Yeah, but I always, man, look, I was getting kicked out of class, motherfucker, man. Hell yeah. Cause it never made sense. I told my math teacher I'm like, so you telling me I'm driving down the highway and I'm gonna see y equals ms plus b, or I'm gonna see s equals this, or I'm gonna see solve for x, or I'm gonna see a plus b plus c equals x, y, q, r, v, and solve for x. Or you no. If you want to do construction, so you telling me people who do construction gotta solve for x. You telling me they right here solving for x, or they doing measurements, or they. And then I get older and I start using measurement. I realize that's exactly what the fuck we do. I start doing construction. All we do is measurements. All of it is measurements. So you's over here trying to make me solve for x, and we don't even need to solve for x. The fuck? We gotta dig. Look, we finna dig a 8 foot egress window. It need to be 8 feet across. Oh, look, y'all. Just know that as I got older and started to realize everything they said in school is just a bunch of BS. And then the fact I'm looking at this. Another thing, y'all got us coming to school. We sleepy. How do you expect me to hear anything that you were saying while I'm tired? The only time I probably ever start remembering anything from school is right before lunch and after lunch. That's it. Like right before lunch, I'm talking about right. I'm talking about 5 minutes before lunch and after lunch. That's it. Like you think we finna be woke? It is six. Lady, it's 6:45 in the morning. 6:50. Get out my face. School start at 7:05. Man, if you don't get out my face, man, for real. And then now, look, school. This how I know that school's just stupid and just cause a lot of kids nowadays don't even go to school for real. You know how many days they get off? Do you know how many days these kids get off of school nowadays? I'll just be looking like, oh, another day off? Oh, another day off? Oh, another one? Oh, it's snowing a little bit. Oh, they get the day off? Okay. I rarely even remember having to leave the house on a snowy day as an adult taking a child to school. I don't think it yeah, and if it snow, it's like straight the lightest snow of all time. Yeah, they don't do that no more. That's how I'm starting. I don't know, man. Cause I just look at life and look at what we had to go through. So you telling me that I had to go through all this BS? You made me try to sit. You tried. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I left school. I went back and took the test, not the GED test. It's a high school test. They was like, "Oh, this better than GED." I'm like, "Well, give it to me, because it's gonna be either I take this one or I ain't taking nothing." So yeah, I ended up getting a high school diploma. Was it worth it? Hell no. Could I have just faked it? Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I took the test, I taught myself everything. Y'all do know that. Oh, I realized how much of a scam high school was when I realized uh every single subject, like it's not supposed to take you that long to pass high school. And I'll tell anybody this. If you want to graduate high school and you want to take the high school equivalency test or whatever, all you gotta do is just go look at all the subjects. It'll take you about 8 hours. It'll take you about 8 hours, but you can go look at every single subject. And all I look when I say look at it, I mean I just listened to it on the video, and then I made it make sense to me. I didn't care. Look, I didn't sit in. I didn't care to sit right here and explain my work. I didn't care to do none of that because I don't have to. I made it make sense to me. I'm like, oh, that looked like two people dancing. So I'm looking at angles and all that. Oh, that looked like two people dancing. Oh, Adam plus Betty. All right, Adam plus Betty. All right, well, that's gonna be that angle. So I so happily start seeing some of the same angles on the test, and oh, that's Adam and Betty. Oh, that's Bob and Julie. Like, cause in my head, I'm just making up stupid names for all of them. But so happily, the same video I watched from about 10, 15 years ago that got uploaded is still relevant. So yeah, I think it was like 10 years ago though. I think they uploaded that video like 10, 12 years ago. One of them. But yeah, nah, it could have been longer than that because I've been out of high school for so long. I've been out of high school for so long. It's been over 10 years since I initially stopped going the first time. So yeah, it's been a while. Oh yeah, that's a simple life. You you can't call for nothing simple. Nothing simple. Shit, I would look. Yeah, it ain't nothing wrong with getting no GED. I, me personally, I'm gonna tell anybody this. I look every single job I ever went to. I don't even know what my diploma is. I just took a picture a long time ago, and I just sent them that. So you telling me I could have just got a diploma from anywhere? I could have just made a fake one. I could have went online and got one for $1.50. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, why? That shouldn't even be a crime. That should not be a crime. Illegal to not have a diploma or faking like you got one. That shouldn't be faking like you got a doctor's certificate. Yeah, a diploma. No. What y'all think about that? Should it be illegal to have a fake diploma? I don't think so, man. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it should be illegal. Probably unethical, but that's the equivalent to saying something unlawful. Unlawful don't always mean illegal if y'all didn't know that. And look, man, look, my brain been stuck on one topic though, and it's these aliens. It's these aliens, man. I don't know. It's just my brain can't fathom that we really have spacecraft out here that was made by some other entities of some sort. And if you overlooking it like, oh, they not real, you just probably never even looked up in the sky. I'm not gonna lie. If you have been living over 25 years and you haven't been, that means you don't go outside at all. You ain't never looked up and seen stuff that don't make sense to you. Cause I'm gonna keep telling everybody in 2018, Caseyville, Illinois, I worked at Cracker Barrel. I got off late because I had to clean a wall for inspection. You think they demonic beings? Bro, oh man. I do, cause you're not the first person to say that. Two blood moons. Hey, man, look, I'm telling y'all, it's something. Cause in 2018, Caseyville, Illinois, I worked at Cracker Barrel, Illinois. I said Cracker Barrel, Illinois. I worked in Caseyville, Illinois at Cracker Barrel. It was like off exit 9. What was I? I was cleaning up the dish room. I had to clean up the dish room for inspection. So I ended up getting off late that day and all that. But the manager, she was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. She was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can take whatever food you want. So, I'm like, okay, I'll get this. I had like some ribs, some all type of stuff, because we just gonna throw it away anyway. So yeah, I'll take some food. I end up leaving out. So it's like 12, it's like midnight. It's around midnight at some time. I live right next to a cornfield. I'm gonna need to see that recording. I'm gonna need to see that recording. But this what ended up happening. So what ended up happening was I'm walking home and then I just got a feeling like I was being watched. Like, so if you don't know me, I'm not a male who I'm not I don't get scared. I don't get scared. If I feel like fear is coming over my body, something is watching me. I'm not one of the males that get scared. I can walk through the woods, do all this, and I won't feel nothing until something is watching me. So what ended up happening was, okay, I live next to the cornfield, but the cornfield was cut. It was cut, so I can see straight to like my house basically. In my house, we had like the kitchen had this big like window that you can basically step up to, like a full body window you can step up to. All right. So so I get this little eerie feeling. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna call my girlfriend. Fuck that. I'm finna call her. I know she in the house. She in the house with my son. So I'm like, I know she in the house. So I'm walking and then yeah, look. No, no, no. I'm lying. I'm lying. I didn't call her yet. I'm walking and then I look up. I'm like, damn, the moon. Like, why the fuck is the moon? Look, I'm telling y'all this. I'm like, why the fuck is the moon so close? Why is the moon so close? So I look down. Then I call her. I'm like, bro, what ended up happening? Look, hold on. I think, hold up. So this will end up happening. I called her. When I called her, I said, look outside. So I seen the light from the house because now she done moved the curtain from in front of the windows. Now I can see her like, cause I'm basically like half a mile away at this point, and but I don't want to walk through these cornfields. So I'm like, damn, you see this? You see that? She like, yeah, like what is that? She like, what is that? I'm like, I think it's the moon. Then she was like, I don't know. Then all I heard was like a scream, like, ah. Then I'm like, damn, what the fuck? What happened? Like, and then look, I'm looking at the house when she screamed. I'm looking at the house and all the electric in the house went out. She like, she was like, nah, everything went off real quick. And basically, I think her mama, somebody, it wasn't just her mama screamed. Her mom was in the bathroom or something, or taking a shower, something. But I heard, somebody else scream. Man, look, I look up. Look, mind you, she turned around, like she turned around. So mind you, everything flicked back on, and like I'm still on the phone with it. Everything flicked back on because it went off and went back on. It was like somebody that hit the light switch, like like that's how. But they still scream, like how females be over dramatic, like like what the fuck. So yeah, I'm like, damn, what's going on? So I look up, it's gone. And then in the back, I see the moon. So I'm on the phone still. I'm like, bro, that wasn't the moon. That wasn't the moon. I'm like, look again, look again. She looking, she like, then to this day, I don't know what happened, but I remember trying to take a video of it. I remember I had a Galaxy Mega. I swear to God. Yeah, look. So I think that's what ended up happening. The phone, I think the phone is, I heard screaming. Did the phone hang up? And somehow we end up not being on the phone at between this point. I don't, bro. I got missing time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got missing time from this shit because I left work at 12. I got home at like 12:40 something or 12. It shouldn't have took me that long. It never took me longer than 20 minutes to get home. But forget it. We ain't gonna even talk about that part. But yeah. So I remember at one point. Oh no. So look. So I had one of the phones. So I had one of the phones where you can try to record, like where I can record while I was on the phone, right? And it was just blurry. It was blurry. It was real blurry. It got real blurry. I remember that. It was so blurry to the point where you're like, you said, happened to you too? You said, I've seen the moons. If you watch Missing Time is real. Oh yeah, look, I ain't gonna even lie. That day, do y'all know? Look, look. I never want to tell people this story because uh, everybody in the house don't remember that day. So I just stopped bringing it up in the house. They don't remember. They don't remember. Like she remember walking up to the window, but she don't remember nothing else. She don't remember nothing else. She remember going to the window talked about, and that's when I realized, like, yeah, yeah. That was one of the things that, like, if you were to give me a lot of tests right now, like y'all might start getting the chills after you see what the dude tell you. You might start getting the chills. You're gonna be like, he not lying. He seen something that day. Like he really seen something. In his heart, he really believed he saw something. I don't know what it was that I seen, but it wasn't the moon. I didn't even, bro, the moon not even that bright. The moon not even that bright. Yeah, that was straight 2018 Caseyville, Illinois. Cause I remember, look, cause I remember this because LeBron was playing for the Cavaliers. He had no, I think Kyrie Irving was hurt. No, he had no Kyrie Irving. He had no Kevin Love, and he was going against the young Celtic team, Jason Tatum and all them by himself, and he ended up beating them. So yeah, that's how I end up remembering the exact timeline. Yep, because I remember I was watching First Take. I was watching First Take with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. I remember all that, and that's the only thing that actually keeps me in like the perfect time frame. I couldn't even tell you exactly when it was, but I can tell you that I was watching First Take and when LeBron did what he did. Oh man, should have put this phone on the charger. Lord, but yep, the world got a lot of unexplained mysteries. Like, a lot of them. Like you just never know. We still got pyramids that we don't know what they do. We got fucking we got all type of stuff that we don't know what they do. We still think that the last humans we can't go to Antarctica. We think the last humans were just not smart. How you not like just think about it. We need we need cars, we need houses and all this to survive. If they ain't even have a piece of what we had, how they alive without being smart? Okay, I ain't the only one who wanted it. Okay, as long as I ain't the only one who wanted that. Like you think people who live off the land, you think animals are dumb? Yeah, that's basically what you just said. You just said that it's so many animals in this world that do stuff that you can't even fathom, and you think the top of them was the dumb one. The one like you telling me, if I raise a human to be outside every single day, all day, they gonna know where to get food from. They gonna know what they can and can't eat. They're gonna know everything that's relevant to life. Just like, just like you can learn how to use a phone, you can learn how to use social media. Imagine you ain't need to know none of them. All you need to know what food was. You don't think you're gonna learn it? You'll learn it from birth, cause this be the food you eat. You literally eat that food. That simple. You literally eat that food. Yep. And that's the crazy part through everything, right there. Hey, Gabe, what state did it happen to you in? Look at that. We got the boys in blue rolling up. Oh yeah, man. I remember police used to come just try to be on BS, just do like just harassment tactics till they figure out. I put two phones, two cameras, and I had a laptop. Yeah, two phones, two cameras, and a laptop. We been on good terms since. They're like, damn, he recording us with all that. Yeah, I can record you from every angle. Watch this. Yeah, you finna have to go fight crime. You ain't finna harass me. You finna fight crime. Yeah, I'm make you do some crime fighting. Yeah, 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 yeah. So see how much of a hero you really are. Yeah. And if this bee touch me, it's that. I'm telling you that now. I ain't even finna run. I don't even got the energy. This bee touch me, that big ass bee sting me. It ain't gotta worry about the sting of being it last. I hold that motherfucker right in my arm, thump the shit out his head. Keep it alive for 2 hours. Yeah, man. Whew. Today is a good day though. Today is a good day. And yeah, Gabe, everybody needs to learn how to grow food. Yeah, we going back today. Everybody need to know how to grow their food. If you don't know how to grow no food, just learn. Cause there's a lot of food that you probably, man, like even something simple like garlic, onions, peppers. Like learn how to grow them. You might like you gonna use them eventually. You're gonna use them in general. Like oh, you want a burger? Oh, just cut up a garlic. Just cut up on your garlics. Put it with your burger. I bet you it tastes better. Um, Peppers. You need some with peppers in it. Onions. All that. Potatoes. Watermelon. Watermelon. If you know how to grow them in like what like the good rows, then they easy too, and they protect themselves. They do. Yeah. Yeah, everybody do need to take advantage of this internet before it start becoming a extra payment. I don't believe, bro. I don't know. I feel like some type of word, the way the world going in. Hey, who knows? Who knows? The way the world going now, tuh, trash. Uh, say, see, look, it ain't about books. It ain't about people with the books. It's about like the interesting factor behind the books. It's like a lot of people will read something that's interesting. It's a lot of books out here that you'll read, like you probably never even tried. Like you said, that's the hard part, but that's interesting. And then there's a lot of people who read books that I'm not finna. It's just certain books that not enjoyable. Yeah, certain books that's not enjoyable. Can't stand that cat. Oh man, my eye. Lord. So yeah, man. Hey, you know I will, man. I don't think I got a choice. I finna throw the wrong thing away. I don't really think I got a choice. Now let's move it around. No, don't stop the stream yet. Not at this second. In a second though. But yeah. Back to what we were saying. Yeah, the world is a messed up place. So sometimes you gotta learn to live within it. Some people ain't gonna never be the person you want them to be. Sometimes you're gonna have to wish forever. You might not get it. But yeah. Always make an ultimate plan for yourself. Cause at the end of the day, you can help somebody better when you can help yourself. Mm-hmm. You can help somebody way better when you can help yourself. How you gonna help yourself if you broke? You can't do nothing. You're struggling. You in the same boat as them. That's how so many people stay down and never come up. Break bread, fake dead. I can't keep breaking bread with bums all day. Yeah, I can't keep doing that. Because like you giving the money to somebody who don't need it. Like that's what it usually boils down to. Somebody in this circle is giving the money to somebody who don't need it. I can use the money to further myself. You can use the money to further your wants and your needs. Yeah, I'm cool. Well, I wouldn't even say your needs, your wants, because it ain't nothing wrong with the needs. Everybody, if you need it, you need it. But if you want it, you want it. That's a different story. You don't need everything. You don't want everything. You don't want everything you need. Shit. You need to take your medicine. I don't want to. You heard that? You need to take your medicine. I don't want to. You see how you said you don't want? It's a difference between it. That don't mean you don't need to. That mean you don't want to. That mean in your brain you don't want to. Your brain don't want to. Not. But your body and your mental is something else. And it's probably not even your brain. It's probably just you. It's probably a little voice in your head that making sure your brain's still working. You think that it's just something so much more than what it really is. Yeah, that's why a lot of people be feeling stupid. A lot of people be, I get this thought in my head and that thought. Look here, y'all. I tell everybody this. If you were driving a car and your brain don't say crash into the wall every now and then, and you like, what the fuck? That don't mean you want to crash into the wall. Your brain is just working. That's all. Y'all overthink stuff. Y'all try to make it more biblical and all that than it has to be. No. That's exactly like I got all these bad thoughts in my head. I got it. It's to make your brain is going to tell you this to make sure it's not working. But if you are like your brain is trying to heal itself, don't like it'll be like you holding a baby and you've been like drop the baby, drop the baby, drop the baby. Hell nah. The fuck? What you mean drop the baby? What you mean drop the baby? Hell nah. Actually, I'm gonna drop myself for what? I'm gonna break my neck before I let this baby fall. Like that is normal. A lot of people be, I heard this and that and that, and that's exactly what it is. You're a basic person who wants something to be wrong with them. An easily manipulated person. Oh, it's either two things. You either went to school every day or you was in the streets every day. And the school and the streets give you the same progress at the end of the day. You end up in the same boat. Yeah, you end up in the same boat, same situations. School and the streets put you in the same boat, same situations every single time. And you want to know what that one is? A person who ain't ready for the real world. Yep. Mm-hmm. All that. You got to remember, some people been going to school their whole life and they 25, 26. You think they ready for the real world? You've been in school for 25 years. You think you're ready for the real world? I'm being honest. You're not. You're not. You went to school. Oh, I went and got a master's degree. Congratulations. But you're not ready for the real world. You still finna have to learn how to be ready for the real world after you do all that. Like what? School don't prepare you for the real world. The real world does. They're just like a job training don't prepare you for what really happens on the job. You go look. I learned this. My second day on most jobs, stuff happened that never was ever talked about. My first day doing security, a man fell out in front of me. Like he just hit the ground and fell out. Like what the hell do I do? I didn't train for this. I trained for security shit. Hold on, let me render aid. Cause it don't train. It didn't. They didn't train me for real life. Like, and the only reason I knew what to do is because I lived through a real life already. That's the only reason I ain't panic. Cause hold on, let me get him straight. Oh yeah, he gonna need an ambulance ASAP. Yeah, hey, y'all call the ambulance. It becomes simple. Oh no, don't get up. Nah, that gas on your head good. I know you ain't gonna walk straight. Nah, and you stay there. You ain't getting up. You can't get up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I done had some stuff happen to me on my first and second days at some jobs. So hey, I done caught a boss talking shit about us before. Talking about, I don't know. First off, this our second day. You trying to overwork us. And then my other dude I was working with, he ended up walking out. I was finna go with him. I was straight finna go with him, but they ended up catching me before I left. Man, I wish I would just left. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't trust no job where everybody ain't got no decent car outside. Yeah. If nobody ain't got no decent cars, that job ain't gonna pay you enough. They finna slave y'all in there. I learned that. Yep. Yep. Pretty much. They finna slave y'all and not pay y'all. At least the others. I said I'd have been to jobs where I'm like, oh, everybody here got some good cars. Slave the hell out them though. Slave them. But look, I seen them good cars. I know that if I slave, I can get something that's worth it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hold up. Everybody got plates? Everybody here got plates on their car? Oh, y'all getting money. Hold on. Mm-hmm. I should go grab that charger one night. I got a charger back there for that one. You wonder. My motherfucking legs hurt. I wonder why I won't put that nothing in to it anywhere downstairs. I'll be damned. Walking up and downstairs all day. Looking crazy. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Oh, I wonder if I could do it like that. How do you do that? How did I just do that? Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. What is guest there? So, when we start being able to do this? Nickname, alright. I don't know why it's typing like that. Oh, I do got one in here. I'm not gonna be doing that, man. And it better not be all the way back there. Not right. Alright. Oh, my phone's on one. Alright, man. How we play this? Play. Searching for opponent. Athena. Who the hell? Name a yellow fruit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it. I tried to say pepper. It just messed up. Wrong. Oh, you got it wrong. Then you said banana, did you? I got to name one. BANA. Damn. What's another yellow fruit, man? A yellow fruit. I don't eat yellow fruits. A pineapple. If y'all see the way my phone was set up, see lemon. See, look, I was gonna put pineapple. Then it was gonna be lemon. Okay. Don't say nothing to me. Hey, hi. I can click through the chat. It don't matter. I got more than them, and I wasn't even trying that hard. I really do this though for real. Give me my money. I don't do this for free. It really wasn't nothing though. Like, damn. Talking about Wonder Woman. Man. Come on. I need a keyboard. Man, stop hating. I already given man, you ain't say Batman. Batman, man, Sonic a superhero. You got me messed up. Man, Sonic ain't no superhero. You better get on. So Sonic ain't no superhero. Alright, that's last time. What about Ninja Turtles? Oh yes, you was cooked. You ain't finna out superhero me. My name held too much weight. Let me see. Yeah, pay me. I don't do this for free. Alright, triple point. Alright. That name a sport. You cooked. You already knew what time it was. That was a flawless victory. I was untouchable. I feel like NBA young boy. Yeah, hockey, soccer, basketball, golf. You was tough. Round winner. It ain't total. All right. Yeah, that was just slight work for real, for real. That was just some slight work for real, for real. Yeah, come on, chat. Pay me. I don't do this for free. I need another keys to the city. Yeah. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, little blue. Get him up out of here, little blue. Yeah, stop playing with me, man. Give me my money. What I do now? Just watch. I gotta wait for him to cook. Oh no, I say tap. My bad. I can't see I can only see the chat right there. Rome. Man, I'm finna lose. Man, what's this? Can you guess the most popular answer? Yes, their answer. Name of orange juice. Wait, okay. Orange juice. I'm going with orange juice. Okay, I'm going with orange juice. I didn't even see orange juice at first. I was just tell you, every night I stay down. Yeah, man. Name of McDonald's. Yeah, everybody know Mickey D's. Y'all know how much I talk about Mickey D's. Y'all know how much I talk about Mickey D's. Name a type of transport. Shit. A car, a horse. You can I use a horse as a transport too, though. Yeah, man, we out here getting paid. Who knew it was that smart? Like, oh my god. Yeah, now you finna have me lose against Ali. Vanny. Who else? And one. Man, and one. So nobody know about, man, you better stop playing with me. Who else do that? I don't know. You do what you want. I'm good. Name a sportswear brand. If it ain't Nike, Adidas. You could say Jordan, but I'm like, it was gonna be Jordan. It was gonna be Jordan. I forgot. You know, I don't like the Michael Jordan tennis shoes, man. Whatever Charleston White said. Round two. Name something you never leave the house with. All right, keys. Glasses. Okay. I think gun should have been one of the answers. Shoes. Hey, y'all hella funny for these questions. I think gun should have been one of the answers. I don't care. I put in gun. They said wrong. You said, what do you leave out the house with? Or you should be leaving out the house with. Have y'all been in America? There ain't somewhere you can swim. Man, you better stop playing with me. Look, thick keyboard, man. What? The tub. I don't know. Where else can you swim at? Well, where else can you swim at? A pond, a lake, ocean, where like that. Okay, probably say pond. Yeah, man, I'm over here feeling like Big Meech, man. Hey, YouTube, this is something that y'all actually need to be telling people. I'll be lucky, so I'm just damn. None of them better not had no $1 million option. I know that. I'll press the buzzer on you. Go ahead and get up out of here, Bucko. Damn, you just put water on him. You the last person in the fire. Look, nah. I mean, is look, YouTube, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That game, that was actually fun than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be on that beat like, man, that's stupid. No. It had me paranoid. Yeah, man. I need some good ideas. I need somebody to tell me some good ideas on anything. Hmm. What would be the one thing I needed? Act like you own it. Yeah, man. Hey, the crazy part is, it was good hearing from Gabe. My channel have been popping up in nobody algorithms for a while. But I'm starting to think that, so people think that YouTube just banned everybody, and I'm starting to think it ain't entirely true. That's not true. It ain't that they banning everybody. It's a lot of the stuff. I'm starting to learn that a lot of the stuff that you use in your tags and all that, them are the ones getting blacklisted. Cause like, think about it. If I'm using the tag, even if I'm using it right, and I'm using it and I'm posting all these videos, if somebody start abusing that tag and they found a way to keep manipulating the system to get more than normal views, YouTube is gonna get rid of it, or is gonna blacklist that tag. Yeah, it's gonna be one or the other. I hate when this shit happen. Yeah, so YouTube will blacklist the tag. I'm not gonna tell y'all what tag that I didn't suspect them of blacklisting, but yeah. I see a lot of people trying to go viral still use that tag. And I usually do give out free game, but no, I think it's to the point where if we talking and you take some real advice, I'll tell you all the free game. But if you ain't gonna take it, and I feel like that you're not gonna use it, I'm not telling you nothing. I'm at that point where I'm not finna keep leading you to the water, help you drink it, hold your hand, guide you through it, make sure you're comfortable in all this. Nah, I can't keep doing it. Cause that take a lot of effort, especially for people who don't. It's like you constantly training people who keep quitting at your job. Is it? You ever been at them jobs where you gotta keep training people and you gotta train somebody every day, don't you? You might well start getting me trying to pay. But yeah, man. That's how I just yeah, man. It's a lot of like a lot of people be wanting to do stuff, but a lot of people only want to do it temporarily. So you gotta make sure. Yeah, man. The government fucked up. The world fucked up. Your boss weak. He can't fight. What does a female? She can't fight. She stink. Nobody like laying next to her. Yeah. And the only reason I treat bosses and talk about bosses the way I do is because every single boss I done had tried to treat me like I wasn't worth as much as they was. Yeah, they were trying to act like you not worth as much as they are. I had a boss, he over here, he constantly get mad. One of my coworkers and I already just quit. And you gonna keep trying, now you finna try to put all this extra work on me? Cause you mad? Watch this. I made a business decision. Do I want to stay at this job and work hard? Yeah, do I want to stay at this job, work hard to the point where I can't make no YouTube videos? Or do I want to quit the job, go to another job where I can make my videos? Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I'm like, bro, I have kids and I like to make sure my kids cannot live the life I did. So yeah, but if I sit at this job and be with you all day, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. That is exactly what's gonna happen. Dead ass. Like I'm over here looking at bosses and all this. Like don't get me wrong, bro. I think the reason my boss was a hoe, he had got them procedures done that you do to stray cats. Mm-hmm. He got the procedure done, and I'm like, bro, you are just a feminine creature. You too grown and man of a man to be a female creature, bro. Yeah, you have no testosterone in your body. You went and got that straight cat treatment, and you thought you was finna say like, no, nobody's gonna respect you. Cause it ain't even that. It's the fact that you're an ignorant ass, emotional based man. Nobody wants an emotional based male around them. And you think you finna be my boss? Y'all know I straight came to work one day. All my coworkers' stuff was in the back broke. I'm like, damn, why y'all do that? They said, oh, we didn't do that. He did it. Pointing at the boss. Boy, he did what? He broke what? Man, all right. There's been that Tesla would have been broke too. That Tesla would have been broke too. Break my stuff. I'm breaking your car. I'm not one of them. I saw looked at him better than me. Y'all better than me. Tough. The other coworker, he just quit. He like, man, I quit. I ain't finna deal with this. The one stayed. I'm like, how much you get paid? And he like, I only get paid 16. You get paid 16 what? I thought you was getting paid at least 20 something. At least. Like they really supposed to be paying this man $35 an hour the whole time. Yep. Yep. That's what we figured out. And he ended up quitting after realizing it. I'm like, damn, you the warehouse master. Look, you got fuck a warehouse lead. Look, you have a warehouse lead, right? Which is the lead of the warehouse, right? And then you have a warehouse master. A warehouse master knows where everything is. A warehouse master knows where everything is, where it goes, how it can be stacked, what you can do, what you can add, what you can't add. He was a warehouse master. He knew everything. When we got new shelves, he built the shelves. He put them bitches in the ground. He did all of it. And you can pay what? Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. That's how I knew my time was coming short. I said, if they're gonna do that to you, you've been here for 18 years. What you think they're gonna do to me? Okay. Have me living. And then when I quit, I'm like, bro, could you even live off the money that we make here? And my boss answer was no. I couldn't live off what y'all make. I don't think y'all understand. I'm catching Ubers to work. I'm doing all this. I'm spending a lot of money. And I'm just realizing like I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. So naturally, of course, I'm at work and I'm making YouTube videos. Hell yeah, I'm finna what? I'm here, I'm really editing. I learned how to edit at work. I didn't know how to edit. Just like how you don't know how to edit, I went to work and I kept editing every single day until I got like, oh no, they like this, they like that. I'll start realizing what people like. Oh no, they like when I edit it. They don't care about like when people like a lot of people don't care about the whole story up front. People only care after the fact. Like you can if I look, so if I show a video and it's 20 seconds long and it's showing everything, but if I shorten it to 13 seconds long, speed it up, cut out like some of the end details, that video go viral. So I'm at work. I'm like, man, look, I'm at work. I look at my last 60. Man, that shit like at 120K. Like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna touch a bag. Hold on. I'm finna touch a bag. You ain't finished already. Keep treating me like no peasant. And yeah, look, I ain't gonna lie. Like right after I quit my job, I'm like, bro, I'm finna try to do this YouTube stuff for real. That's the first time I ever touched. I touched like 80 million that month. I had like 80 million views that month. That's the first time I ever start skyrocketing like that. Yeah, then I remember I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know, it was just unrealistic because you got to remember, I came from all these, like, don't get me wrong. You still always work to humble yourself. Always go to work to humble yourself. Because I love people who be at work. Them are some of the best people to be around. Them coworkers and all that, I actually love, like, I love being around them because those usually are genuine people. The bosses aren't like them, but the coworkers, yeah. Like, look, think about this. I went to work one time, right? I got the bosses in here tripping, they doing all this yelling. I don't care. I have $10,000 in my pocket. Do you think I care? You think I'm mad? I was there just trying to make everybody not mad. I was just going to work, working part-time hours trying to make people not mad. I don't think I understand. That's it. That was all my only goal. I'm like, bro, I'm finna try to make y'all not mad. Motherfucker, when you coming tomorrow? Like they just teed up waiting on me. Yeah, I might be here tomorrow. I might be here. Yeah. Like, man. Yeah, money will never make you happy, though. I don't ever think. And shit, you need a lot of money to have money. Even having shit 100,000 today, that ain't a lot of money. It is. You're gonna get a lot of things. You're gonna get a lot of things, but not if you buy a brand new. Don't buy nothing brand new. No, you won't. Because say you go buy your brand new car, that's gonna be like $35,000-$40,000 right there. Now you only got 60,000 left, and all you did was just bought one thing. Something that you probably actually need, a brand new reliable car that you ain't gotta ever, do nothing on. So yeah, like I would never be too good to work and be around working people. No, I never too good for that. I just don't like the bosses, and because I'm like, bro, I look at a lot of supervisors, I'm like, I know I make more money than you, but you straight just like, why you act like this? Like you do know that you can lose all this money today, right? Like, money don't last forever. But okay, okay, okay. I guess. Yeah. Like a lot of supervisors and bosses are some stuck up assholes. I don't care what nobody say. Real life assholes. Talking to people crazy. You know how many supervisors I got into for talking to me crazy? Who was you talking to? You know how many jobs I'm quit because people said something crazy? Who the fuck are you talking to? What do you mean fake work? I done cleaned up this whole fucking warehouse. What do you mean fake work? I'm not doing that. I'm not finna fake work. I done cleaned everything in here and reorganized everything 10 times. I done put it to where I done put it to where everything in here is like, whether it's a tire warehouse, a fucking a shop, anything. I got it perfect. It's perfect. Like if we had to do orders, you know how easy it'd be to get to the orders and do them. No, you're not finna tell me to start fake working now. I did everything in here. It's spotless. You get off the floor. No, 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 thank you. Not finna sit right here and fake work. You don't fake work. Y'all go get on y'all phones. Yeah. I never like that. I'm like, you not fake working. You sitting on your phone, chilling, having a good time. having the joy for them. Yeah, man. I'm finna get off here real quick. I might be on here a little later.